So while this is my first movie review for 2023, 2023, almost said 2022. This is not a movie from. This is not the first movie I'm reviewing from 2023. This is a movie from last year that came out, I think, a few weeks ago at best. I think about last month. And that is The Lair. This was a movie on Shudder, and I rented it very cheap on Amazon. So, as always, I always said that like my movie reviews are going to be Patreon exclusives, while streaming movies are going to be on here on YouTube. And today I'm going to be reviewing The Lair. So The Lair is basically a film from a director I really enjoy. One of my favorite directors, Neil Marshall, who most of you guys would know best from several major films. Dog Soldiers, probably one of my favorite movies. The Descent. He also did that Hellboy remake, but not everyone's a winner. That wasn't totally on him. I don't blame him on that one. The dude is a solid director. He's also done several episodes of Game of Thrones. He's done, I think, Walking Dead episodes. Basically, the dude is like a British John Carpenter. And like I said, Dog Soldiers is one of my favorite movies, and probably my favorite werewolf movie. So when The Lair Neil Marshall was announced to be doing a movie, and I really dug the premise as like a campy, fun story of soldiers in Afghanistan battling alien-human hybrid soldiers from Russian experiments. Cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm in. And then I just watched the movie. As of this recording, this is right after I finished the movie. And I have to ask myself, this was Neil Marshall, right? Like, this was Neil Marshall? Right? Because it feels like someone trying to be Neil Marshall. Like, that's what it is. Like, okay. This movie feels like Marshall is trying to recapture the Dog Soldiers feel again. Like, he's trying to do lightning in a bottle twice with Dog Soldiers, but replace werewolves with alien-human hybrids. And that's what you get. Now, the alien designs are really cool. They actually... Although, to be fair, in the face, they really do look like Nemesis. Like, in the face, they really do look like... if you, look on them long enough, it's like, that's fucking Nemesis from Resident Evil. So, yeah. The character, again, like I just said, the big problem here is that this movie is trying way too damn hard to be Dog Soldiers all over again. Like, it really does feel like he's trying to recapture that instead of, I don't know, doing a sequel. But hey, that's just me. Because it's really like a bunch of characters who are like these down-on-their-luck soldiers who are like built through camaraderie and like all this fun dialogue and whatever, and they all come together, and when you feel bad when they die, when each one dies. Or at least you're supposed to, because these characters, like, in Dog Soldiers, all of the characters you saw in that film had a very, you clearly saw the camaraderie. You really felt it, and you really felt it when each character was killed. In here, they really just feel like, I don't know if it's the actors or, just the acting was trying to do, just trying to be... Because there's nothing jovial here. It just feels like they are overacting. Like the major. I don't even know if that's his right rank, but yeah, Major Hitch or whatever the fuck his name is. I called him Captain Eye Patch. Major Eye Patch is overacting all of his lines. It sounds like he's trying to push a dookie out every time he talks. And they also give these really dumb one-liners that, yeah, they did do that in Dog Soldiers, but it was 4 times max. Here it's every scene. And I don't even care if I spoil this, but they literally try it. There's a scene where one of the characters, and you'll know it when you see it if you've seen Dog Soldiers, where the character literally does the same thing Spoon did in Spoon's Last Stand, where Spoon was using things around a kitchen to fight a werewolf. Here, it's just replace that character with this character, and replace it with an alien, and it's literally the same scene, and it's not as like impactful because you don't care about these characters. Whereas that movie you really do, and Jesus Christ, there are some good practical effects. Like I was like, oh shit, and it's like 2 good practical effects, not counting the really good alien suits. But like, this movie clearly had a budget. And again, I hate to be comparing it to Dog Soldiers, but like, Dog Soldiers had a budget, and that movie did really well. This movie, CGI blood, and that's such a cardinal. Like, it's like quick and you see it, but it is like a cardinal sin for me when it's like so bad. And I know Marshall is really good at directing violent and gory scenes. And to be fair, that first attack at night is really well done. Like, that initial attack on the military base by the aliens is really well done. It's fast-paced, it's hard-hitting, there's some great gore scenes. It's really fun. But again, like, there's also characters who show up in here who are like, you were a character in here? Or are you just here to fill the... Yeah, you're just here to fill the bodies. Yeah, it's like trying to be Dog Soldiers again, but you don't care. Like, it doesn't have that same thing. And again, there's some really bad CGI, especially when it comes to the third act. There's like, you're gonna see this plane, and it's like Sci-Fi Channel level CGI with the helicopter and the bomb and the plane. It is just gonna make you cringe. And also, that ending made me go, oh, fuck off. Yeah, this movie was not good. It did have a very promising start with the main character, who is played by, I believe, Marshall's wife, which I'm hoping Marshall doesn't do the Paul W.S. Anderson route and make his wife the main character like Anderson does in his movies. I'm hoping that's not the case. That's not going to be the case with Marshall. Not to say anything bad about his wife. It's just that, like, I was just kind of getting like Anderson movie vibes from this, and yeah, that opening scene where she's lost and finds her way to the facility filled with the aliens being tracked by the Taliban is a great. It's a great opener, and that first half, because this movie, I will give it the credit that it does move at a brisk pace. Like, this is a 90-minute movie in out, but it really feels bad. Like the I don't know if they just didn't have the effects or whatever, but it really showed. Like, when one guy throws himself on a grenade with the alien, and he's still like alive and still has pieces of him everywhere, and I'm like, what? Motherfucker, there should be like pieces of you all over the place, not just your arms and legs. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I know, and I already know what you're saying. You compared this so much to Dog Soldiers. Yeah, because it's clearly trying to be Dog Soldiers again. But, like, if this was like someone who was trying to be like, who was like inspired by that movie, I'd have been like, okay, that's fine. Like, I see what you're trying to do here. But this is from Neil Marshall, and it really does feel like he's trying to do the same movie over again, but like on a even thinner budget, and also like not with big of actors who are trying to overact every scene. Whereas in the first, like, I hate to keep comparing it, but like, it's really trying to be Dog Soldiers again. And that bothers me because, like, it's the same director, and that was the movie that really got his name in the door alongside The Descent. And it's not just the Dog Soldiers where he's really good at dialogue. Fucking The Descent was really good. He was really good at making those characters, you really felt bad for them. Even the cheating bitch was like, you felt bad for her when Juno died. Yes, I know Juno lived into the sequel. We don't talk about the sequel. Yeah, but here, fucking nothing. It really, like, I really had to remind myself this was a Neil Marshall movie. And that's kind of sad. So, yeah. I don't know if Hellboy broke him, but I hope not. I get that everyone has a bad movie. Like John Carpenter, we sing his praise all the live long day, but he had some bombs too in his collection. Every director's gonna have bombs. Hopefully, he won't go the route of like Marshall won't go the route of like Tobe Hooper, where he makes all these great memorable classic horror movies, and then he gets remembered and then he like the magic leaves halfway through, and then you get movies like from Tobe Hooper that were like Crocodile and other movies. Like another example would be I forget the fucking name, but yeah, I've seen this before where horror directors like are known for these legendary movies, and then they make schlock. So I'm hoping I'm not seeing that from Neil Marshall. I'm really hoping not. So would I suggest The Lair? I mean, it was 99 cents on Amazon. Sure, why the fuck not? You're not missing much. It's a good thing I watched it rather than pay the $15 to buy it on Blu-ray and just be like, oh, so that's $15 I'm never getting back. At least now I'm like, well, I've seen it. I don't need to see it again. Anyway, so there you go, guys. That's my review of The Lair. Hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.